Trinton, and I'm going to be informing y'all today on how the sport of calf roping works. Calf roping was originated back in the old days when cowboys and ranchers had lots of cattle on the range, and when everyone got sick they'd have to go rope them and tie them down in order to doctor them, make them better. And so that's kind of how the sport of calf roping originated. And in the sport of calf roping today, the roper starts in a box that's got 3 sides to it, and on the other side it's opened up to where the cowboy can run out to the arena and rope and compete in front of everybody. The calf is allowed a head start. This head start gives him a chance to get out in front of the calf roper, and the calf roper has to go and rope him and tie him down in a certain amount of time. The roper leaves the box. He is supposed to rope the calf, and his horse is supposed to stop as soon as the rope leaves the roper's hand. When the horse stops, the rider dismounts and runs down to the calf and is supposed to flank the calf or pick him up, put him on the ground by his hands. After he does that, he's supposed to tie the calf and throw his hands up to call for time. When he calls for time, the timer stops, and that'll be the time that after the roper throws his hands up, the flagger will call for time and the time stops. After that happens, he walks back to his horse, gets on and rides forward, and then the flagger will start the clock for 6 seconds, and the calf must stay tied for those 6 seconds, and if he does not, the roper gets a no time. In order for a roper to compete at a professional level, he must have a very high-powered horse. This high-powered horse must consist of running real hard, stopping real hard, and being able to back up pretty fast, so the calf roper can accomplish everything in a short amount of time. A decent calf horse can cost anywhere from $20,000 to $100,000. when a really good horse can cost anywhere from $85,000 to $150,000. These horses sound very expensive, and really are, but in the long run, you can win twice as much money if they're worth that much. In order to keep these good horses good and healthy going down the road, you have to have high protein feed for them, and you have to practice on them a lot and exercise them every day so they stay fit and healthy, just like us ropers. Because without that, then they're not able to compete to their best abilities. Equine states that your competition horse is a huge investment that you want to keep going for as long as possible at the highest level possible. There are many components to keeping the performance horse healthy and happy. There are types of rodeo associations, starting with junior high rodeos, high school rodeos, college rodeos. Then you also have your amateur rodeos, and then professional rodeos. Professional rodeos is when you're at the top of your game and are able to compete against anybody in the world. If you're sitting at the top 15 of the sport for that whole year, then you get to go on to the National Finals Rodeo, which is like the Super Bowl of rodeo. In the National Finals, you compete over 10 days for 10 rounds in Las Vegas, Nevada. These ropers will compete for over $100,000 worth of money and prizes and lots of flaming glory. I was able to inform you guys enough about calf roping and the sport and how it works, and if you have any questions, just ask me.